Hey, everybody. Welcome back to a special episode of Top 9 Podcast. My name's Tom Cassidy. With me today is my co-host, Adele Carollo.
Hey, guys. How are you? Do us a favor. Subscribe on YouTube. Write a comment on iTunes. Very special episode. We're very excited. Join us.
We are. Folks, sometimes if you're lucky, a new friend comes into your life who makes things a little brighter than they were before. And if you ask me, that's what it's all about. Our guest today is one such friend to me. Mel Brooks once said, you either got it or you don't got it. And let me tell you something. This girl, she's got it, folks. With us today is Carly Aquilino. Carly, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. I will say Tom's intros are amazing. Like, he brings me up on stage and says the nicest things about me. I'm like, I don't even want to do stand-up. Like, you've cured me.
Yeah,
you know, like, you've cured the thing that I'm searching for. It's so nice.
Well, one time you, like, said, like, say that I'm, like, I forget
like,
what the word.
Say I have nice skin. Like, say I'm, like,
You said
glowing.
effervescent. So I've been just, like, adding on to the intro ever since,
Like
basically.
Carly and her dewy skin coming to the stage.
Exactly. He's like, what do you want me to say? I was like, I don't know. This is like, I'm stunning or something.
Yeah.
He actually did it. I was like, I'm so sorry, you guys.
No, please. If I don't want you to say sorry again today.
Okay,
do not apologize
not
to
gonna
us.
say it. I'm not
Your
gonna say
nails are looking lovely, by
Thank
the
you.
way. They're
She
fun.
always looks so
Thank
good.
you guys.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm a funky gal.
You're
How you
a
doing
style
today?
icon.
Thank
for
you.
real.
I feel like you guys are. This is like a cool crew. This is a
Sure. I
cool
feel like
crew.
we're on The View today,
people-
but, like, a cooler version of it. The View, too,
right.
with a fella. How you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain.
Good.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have guests on. They give a top 9 list.
Right.
Sometimes I don't even want to ask you, do you have a top 9 list today?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a lot.
We don't know what it is. That's what we want.
It's not. It's okay. So I had spoken to Tom a few weeks ago because I have to explain me and Tom's friendship.
Please.
He's very into it. He's like
Every
loving
time
it.
I
Right
go
now.
to New York
Hey,
Comedy
play it
Club,
a little cooler, Adele. Jesus Christ.
Let's just be real. We're super excited to have Carly. He's loving your relationship. Your friendship is blossoming.
I was telling
My
him,
hands
Emilio,
aren't shaking,
like,
but my upper lip is a little bit.
is he gonna cry?
I'm locked in. Go ahead. Sorry.
Every time I go to New York Comedy Club and Tom's there, I feel so bad because I just walk in and I'm like, I come in like 1,000 miles an hour and I'm complaining to him. I'm telling him about like dates that I went on. I'm just like all over the place. And I was telling Emilio about it in the green room the other night. And he was like, oh, Tom's perfect because he's just so level. Like,
Sure.
he's a person that will never just be like, Carly, shut up, you know?
No, and I'm here
So
for
I'm like,
it.
he's my bestie. And I've just been spreading this rumor that we're best friends. Everyone I see, I'm like, this is Tom. He's my best friend.
He loves it. I have to tell you. He told me the same thing.
Yeah, we're besties.
You're best friends.
It's true. So I don't know what that is. This your top 9 reasons why we're best friends?
Oh, no. So I was telling Tom, my bestie, that I never sleep at night because my mind is always going like this. So I have a list of not the 9 things, but 9 recent things that have kept me up at night.
Okay.
Interesting.
Is that a good one?
It's a
I
great
didn't know
one.
if it should be like my favorite vegetables. Like I could do that too.
No.
No, I like
Okay.
it. It's
Top
more
9
interesting.
things to keep you up at night. Now let's talk before we get into it.
Okay.
Because you told me you have a really weird sleep schedule.
I don't sleep.
Get into it.
So I won't fall asleep sometimes until like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I sleep a couple hours, and then I'm awake for the rest of the day. I don't nap because every time I nap, it's 8 hours long. Like that's not a nap. That's
And
a
that's
full
just
night's
because
sleep.
you don't sleep at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So exactly. It's like, so then there's like one day of the week, if I have nothing to do, I'll sleep all day. Like I'll just wake up a little bit, I'll eat something, I'll go to the bathroom, I go back to bed.
You're never really waking up.
Yeah, exactly. Not like actually waking up. Yeah.
You have the sleep schedule of like a bear.
Right.
I think that's what it is.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. So
Did you know when bears hibernate, they stick shit up their ass so like the shit doesn't
What?
come out? Yeah.
what do they put up there?
I think like figs and berries and like mud and shit. They just like, so I guess something to think about for those days.
I was just going to say, this is going to consume my mind.
This might come onto the list.
It's
It's
right up
definitely-
your
it's
alley
going on
too,
the list,
like
yeah.
some random
Yeah,
animal
yeah.
shit.
Right.
Literally.
So okay. Now, are these things that stress you out, or it's just a combination of things?
Just a bunch of stuff. And
Sure.
sometimes a lot of these things I already had written down of just like stuff that I think about at night.
Mhm.
And stuff that I think about just like and it'll be like hours of me just being like, I can't believe this.
Now, and are you comfortable with this sleep schedule at this point? Like, you don't even try, right? You're just chilling.
I do try, and then like once a year I'll go through a spurt where like I have a normal person schedule, which is so nice. Like I'll get up early, I go to bed early, and I'm like, oh, this is really great. This is how everybody else does it. Because I will text my friends when they're like going to work and I haven't gone to sleep yet.
Yeah.
You know? So it's nice to have like a full night.
Are you a scroller? Do you get caught on your phone? Does that keep you up?
Yeah,
at night?
I'll end up like going on my phone. If I'll try and sleep and then I'll just end up on my phone.
Yeah, I've tried the thing where I put the phone in the other room to avoid
Right.
that, but then I just get my ass up
Right, because
and
then
grab
it's
the
like
phone.
you feel naked.
Yeah.
If there's no phone, you feel naked.
Yeah.
What works out for me is that like the plug to my phone charger is far away from me. Like I don't have a plug right next to my bed,
okay.
so I gotta charge that baby. So it's a good way to do it that way. How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
Well, last night wasn't that bad. I actually fell asleep at 3 and I
Nice.
woke up at 8.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
It's manageable.
Which is a good, was like a good, this was a good one for me.
Sure. So you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the goddamn list.
Okay, so-
Carly Aquilino's top 9 things that keep her up at night.
That
You
keep
sound
me
like
up
a
at
mom.
My kids.
Coming in at number 9.
Okay. Space is infinite. How? Have you ever just laid up at night and thought about that?
Yes.
About how there's so many different, like it's just never ending and we don't know much about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Possibilities are endless.
The possibilities are endless, and the fact there's probably a planet that's just like Earth.
I know.
Or,
Guys.
or like 1,000 planets that are just like Earth.
Yes.
Yeah. Or 1,000,000.
Right.
Because it's infinite.
Right. We don't know. How is anything infinite?
Yeah. I mean, doesn't everything have to end at some point?
Exactly.
And how does something not have a beginning?
Exactly.
It should, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more comforting that way, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like there's no like finite answer, which
Mhm.
freaks me out. And then I saw this theory, which definitely, I mean, it's definitely not true, but a girl was saying we know more about space than we do about the ocean, and she was saying the bottom of the ocean is space.
Whoa.
And I was like, that can't possibly be true, and it's like not possible at all. But I like the theories.
At least it's some kind of answer.
Right.
Well, yo, think
It's
about
wrong, but
Because we've never
an
been to
answer.
the bottom, I
Who
don't
knows?
think, right?
Think
No.
about this, man. The Earth
Okay.
is a circle, right?
Right.
And we're on the universe.
Right.
Allegedly.
So, like, the bottom and the top is water. So it's, like, connected to the universe.
Right.
So,
Right.
in some ways, it is, but not really because
Right.
there's
Okay,
a horizon.
interesting. And it's a circle, so it's
Gravity.
Do you have any interest in space travel at
I
all?
would love to go to space.
What
You do
if?
it?
What if both of you?
Okay.
Question: going to space, there was a risk of not coming back.
That's a question that I ask people on first dates. And
Really?
this is why I never go on second dates. So I have pretty much this whole list is like me on a first date.
Uh-huh.
But I ask people that exact question,
Really?
Adele, where I say, if you could go build another civilization on
Mhm.
another planet, but you could never come back,
Yeah.
would you go?
Absolutely not.
I would go.
I would
Okay.
not go.
I would go.
I'm a
It's too much
pussy.
work. It's too much work being the pioneer.
Right, but you would be like the lord of that
That's
planet.
true. And then if
Could you
there's
imagine? People would be like, "This man, you would be Jesus, kind of."
That's
like,
that's what happened to the Indians when like that first guy came
Right.
over. They were like, "This guy's a god."
right, exactly.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's too much work.
Yeah, but you would have a crew.
True.
You would have a crew. You would just be like, you would be the president.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, I would do it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't want to still.
And you're like, that made it worse. And to answer Adele's question,
Please.
I would go like in a spaceship, even if there was just like a high risk of it blowing up.
I was gonna
Really?
say like
Yeah.
risk of death or like these elements that you have to like forever wear fire protective, heat resistant
Yeah.
suits
Yeah.
and can't leave the house unless you turn the oxygen off or something.
Right.
Like you would do all of that.
I would do it. Do you want to know why?
Please.
Because it's cooler to die that way than to like. But I'm probably gonna get hit by a bus and die here like that. Like I would rather. Oh, she was in a spaceship, like a space girl,
Yeah.
essentially.
Sure.
Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just imagine just like, just like floating above Earth and just seeing Earth. That's got to be such
Yeah.
a mind fuck.
Oh, I would cry hysterical. I watched the footage from the International Space Station like their footage
Today?
they have of Earth. Yeah, on my way here. No, but I have before, and I've watched all the like tours that they do on the ISS. It's very cool, guys.
Yeah, the universe is a crazy place. It's crazy too. Like I saw a line of like just like the universe and stuff, and like us being here, like humans, is like just like a dot.
We're
It's
so
like not
tiny.
even.
Oh, it's crazy, and
Yeah,
we
not even
will
a
get
dot.
into that later.
Love it.
We
Coming
will
in.
get into that later.
Coming in at number 8.
Okay. By the way, okay.
This list is expanding.
Number 2. What
Number
are
8.
mirrors?
Number 8.
8.
Sorry.
What are mirrors?
What are mirrors?
Yes.
Aren't they sand?
How?
It's like melted sand, right?
But how are they mirrors?
Sometimes I wonder when my reflection will show who I am inside. You know, like Mulan.
Yeah, like Christina.
Mirrors always got me like thinking when I was little. I remember being little and like putting my hand to it. And be like,
Yeah.
This is already the best list, hands down.
I'll go to the next
Because
one.
no,
No,
don't.
wait,
What are you
look.
talking
You didn't
about?
like the mirror one
I was
time.
being sincere.
No.
You really
Stop.
did
You
feel
put
it.
that goddamn phone down.
The next one's gonna
No,
be
do
dark,
not.
by the way.
Because also, like, what is a mirror too? But like, what is a reflection? Because like before we
Yes.
had mirrors, we could look into water and see our reflection that way.
Right.
So
right.
like,
And everything's reversed. There's no way we could see we never see what we actually look like in our entire lifetime. And I
Ooh.
don't smoke weed, by the way. Like, I
Yeah.
don't. It seems like I do, but I don't. I do
Mhm.
mushrooms, though,
well, yeah, sure.
obviously.
It came with that T-shirt. It is. It's a mind fuck.
It's crazy.
You can't ever see yourself.
No, you can never see yourself.
Isn't that crazy?
Did you ever do that thing where it, like, reverses your face, like, the way we're used to looking at it, and you, like, can't even recognize yourself?
Mhm.
No.
It's so crazy.
Sometimes though, you brought up mushrooms. Like
Yeah.
sometimes when mushrooms are going well for me, I feel like I'm outside of myself and I'm looking at myself. So to a certain extent,
Okay.
one way that you could see yourself is like that way.
It's tripping.
Yes.
Right. Like, you float out of your body.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never done that many mushrooms.
Okay.
I
fair
just
enough.
microdose.
Okay.
But I don't know if I would like to see myself.
Yeah, hard pass.
I don't know if I would want that.
Okay.
Is that
Well,
trippy?
So, you want to go to another planet
Right.
and cultivate a society and,
Yes.
and become the lord of the
The
aliens
lord?
of that nation.
Yes.
But you don't want to do enough mushrooms to be able to see yourself.
No, I never want to see
What
myself.
a conundrum wrapped in a question mark. But yeah, no, I like it.
I don't know. Thank you.
But sometimes I don't.
Yeah,
It depends. You have to be in the good place.
right. I mean, that's why I'm too afraid. Every time I've done anything, like, this is why I
Mhm.
can't even smoke weed. I always feel like I'm on this ride that I can't get off, and
Yeah.
that's my nightmare. That's why I'm like, little bits of everything is okay with me, but I never want to be so high where I'm like, oh, cool, there's me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there I am.
No, I know
I'm
you
just
mean.
looking at me.
The feeling of, even though somewhere it's going to end, when you have that feeling of like, I'm always going to feel this way.
Right.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
And when you're so high that you look, but circle it back to the mirrors,
Hmm.
you look in the mirror and you're like, what is happening right now?
Do you talk to yourself
That's
in the mirror?
No.
Okay.
Like, in what way?
Like, hey, Carly.
Oh,
like
wow.
affirmations.
Oh, like
style?
affirmations.
Or just
Well,
talking. I know
I'm-
you do.
No,
Really?
I don't.
Okay.
He said, I know
I'm
you
surprised.
No.
Okay.
do. I know. I don't think I have.
I talk to myself like I'll be like, "You got this, Adele. Stop it. Like,
Yeah.
you could do it."
Yeah, I
Like,
talk to
love-
myself all day.
One of my favorite parts in any movie ever is Ryan Phillippe in that movie Cruel Intentions.
Yes.
When like he is like falling in love with Reese Witherspoon, and like he was fucking with her the whole movie, but then like he starts crying and he looks at himself in the mirror and he says, "Pull it together, you pussy." Such a great scene.
Giulio Gallerati had a joke about how like you get to a certain point of being drunk where you make like ugly faces in the mirror,
Yeah.
and I've been there before where I'm
That's
just like,
really
"You're
true.
so ugly," and it's like fun to like be really ugly
Yeah.
in the mirror, like
Yeah.
a face you would never make to another human being. You'll make in the mirror.
It's like unbelievable that you could look
Yeah,
like that.
you're like,
yeah.
"Oh my god, I'm so ugly."
Or if I'm really drunk, I'll be like at a bar in the bathroom, just like,
That's,
Yeah,
like I'll just be like,
yeah.
that's so stupid.
let's all do a face now.
No.
All right.
Ugly faces on camera? Are you crazy?
Coming
It's
in
recording.
At
Okay.
number 7.
Like I said, this one's dark.
Okay.
Okay.
The mystery of who killed JonBenet Ramsey.
Oh my god, I knew you were
I
gonna say
thought
that.
I thought you were gonna say John F. Kennedy.
JonBenet, that
No,
precious
that's the most-
little
The
baby.
child's beauty queen.
Uh-huh.
Tom.
I think it was
Do
her
you know-
brother.
I think it was her brother too. Is that what
This
you
is
think?
why we're
Yeah.
girlies.
What's your theory?
We're dad.
Brother accidentally,
Right.
and then the parents,
And then the
had to
mom and
cover it
dad
up.
covered it up. Yeah.
Who I don't think it was just like some random person
Right.
who like.
That's been like, that was so silly. It's so silly that people believe that. But
Mhm.
I mean, I guess everyone, it's just a mystery. I remember
Yeah.
this was like the first thing that I remember being like a big deal, like in the news when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Plus, you were a
'Cause
little
she was
girl
like
at the
my
time.
age. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom talking about it. And I remember being like, when I get older, I'm going to know who killed JonBenet Ramsey. And I still don't know. And I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
And it's sad. Like, we need to figure it out.
I remember
guys.
being like on the line at a supermarket and seeing her on the cover of magazines,
right on
and,
like Us magazine.
being like
yeah.
upset and like asking my mom questions like how like
Yeah.
babies get murdered, like children, like
Right.
what? Like,
Yeah.
What would you do if I said that I knew that this was going to be your number 7 and that she's actually not dead and she's here with us right now?
And it's Katy
she
Perry,
walked in.
because that's a theory too. People think Katy Perry is JonBenet Ramsey.
Dude, some
Never
yeah,
heard that until right now, but
some of those theories are like I don't understand how anyone could
Right.
believe them. But yeah, do you think there's a world where she's not even dead?
No, she's definitely. I think she
Because they found the
died.
body, right?
Yeah, they found it in her house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they tried to make it like somebody broke in and hurt her, but
Uh-huh.
the window, and this is what's interesting about the window in the basement
Mhm.
in the Ramsey house. It was kicked, like the window was shattered, but it was kicked from the inside out, not the outside in. So they were trying to set the crime scene looking like somebody broke in, but they did it wrong.
they did it wrong. That's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
so dumb.
Dark number 7. Dark question for you coming
Okay.
up. Let's say you have 2 kids.
Okay.
You love your children, right?
Sure, yeah, no, I love them. I have 2 cats.
Uh-huh.
I get it.
All right, let's just do cats. It's easier.
Okay.
Your one cat kills your other cat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you protect that cat?
No,
Okay.
no,
Because you love the other cat.
because I want justice for my other cat.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it ends, if they would have just said, like, this happened, it was an accident, the kid wouldn't have gone to jail. It wasn't a premeditated thing. Like,
How old was
Who
the brother?
knows?
Do we know how old
the
he was?
brother was, I think, 10 or 11.
Yeah, he's a child, so
Yeah.
he's not an adult making adult decisions. It would
Yeah.
have been
Sure.
an
It was
accident.
a tragic accident, and it wasn't, like, premeditated.
Yeah, I'm
so
not
he wouldn't have gone to jail, like, for the rest, for murder.
Yeah, I mean, because he was too young
Yeah.
and he was white. If I ever do have a cat, I'm going to name it JonBenet Ramsey. Coming in at number 6.
Rest in peace, JonBenet.
Rest in peace, JonBenet. Imagine naming your cat that and calling it by its full name the entire time.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Totally changing the subject here.
I hope so.
There are
Oh,
sea
from child murder?
creatures-
Palate
The
cleanser.
rest of
Yes,
your
we
list
got
is
a
just
palate
other
cleanser.
children who were murdered.
The next one is, it is crazy that there are sea creatures that live over 500 years.
Truly insane.
Like, there are sea creatures
Mhm.
in the ocean right now that have been alive since the 1500s.
Unbelievable. Well, see, you know
They've
what?
seen it all.
And some.
Why can't we live that long?
I think we can, probably, if we figure out how to do that. But I don't know if that's wise, though, for us to live that long.
No, I wouldn't want to live that long.
Yeah, it's too much.
If you could live forever, would you? If you could live 500 years, would you?
To be
But it's just you, not everybody else.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I think I would.
Really?
You know why?
Fucking narcissist.
I would
Um,
get so bored.
Yeah.
Watching
Watching everyone you love go away.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then you find new people to love. Did you see West Side Story in theaters?
No.
Something that really stuck out to me at the end was the Rita Moreno.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, life is more important than love. Because
I don't know.
well, I mean, if you're dead, what does it mean anyway?
Well,
I'm getting
yeah, but
deep on this episode.
yeah,
huh?
but if you have a full, fulfilled life, you have friends that you love, you have family that you love, you have relationships and stuff
Sure.
like that.
And all that's beautiful, and love is very important. I guess what I'm saying is why I would want to stay alive forever.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool to see what happens next. Why
Oh,
I kind
God.
of want to be old, I want to live a long life, is like so much goofy shit has happened in the past 2 years.
Oh yeah.
What's gonna happen in the next 10 years, 20 years?
Well, we're gonna run out of water, and the ocean's gonna like
Yeah.
be. I mean, the neck. I would rather have been alive for like the other direction than I feel like what's coming. Right?
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Well, it's the
terrifying.
unknown.
Like,
Yeah,
why
but
would I
the
want to
other
live through that?
Yeah, I
The
would
best
rather
fi-
have seen the refrigerator made.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, but also you wouldn't be able to drive because you're a lady.
Right. I don't drive anyway. I don't know how. So that kind of works out for me.
I love it.
I have no desire
Back
to
to
drive.
the-
Like the fact that I just never, I don't want to drive.
Yeah, I enjoy it. But back to the sea creatures. What's interesting, I was watching like one of those Planet Earth shows.
Sure.
Obama is narrating one on Netflix.
Yes,
Oh,
one's
yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
It's very good. It would be so funny if Trump did an episode.
Right.
But I thought it would be so funny. But like I was looking at like hippopotamuses and alligators and stuff like
Crazy.
that, and these sea creatures, like when we say like dinosaurs used to exist, dinosaurs still exist.
That's on my list, actually.
Okay.
That's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that alligators survived the apocalypse.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, and these sea creatures, they're all dinosaurs.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
else are they?
Yeah.
I mean, like hippopotamuses, even like giraffes to a certain extent. I
Now
guess
the
when they have
sea
fur.
Giraffes are
creatures that are
so
500
cute.
years old, do you think they're living most of their lives as like teenagers, like bing bing, like shooting around
Right,
the ocean,
great,
or are they like
cute.
old ladies and old men?
Interesting.
I
like-
think they're like old ladies and old men, probably.
Like,
Yeah.
when were they babies? Like,
But then wouldn't they be like prey? Like, wouldn't they be prey?
I guess.
Like, for if you were old the majority of that time, because like you're 500 years old.
What are we
when you
talking
start
about?
aging.
What sea creature is 500 years old? Is it like a turtle or
It's like, do
are
you want
they,
me to
like,
look it up?
big? No, we don't do that on this show.
I
It's more of a
mean,
feeling.
Oh, okay. I feel like they're just, I don't know. It's a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like
Turtles
it's
are
probably
old.
turtles. I mean,
Yeah.
tortoises that live on land live to be like, you have to give them to somebody when you die. Like, they live over 100 years.
Yeah. I like
Which is crazy.
I don't
Crazy.
mean to sound too autistic, but I like turtles.
I like turtles too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. They're cute. They bite
fun.
though.
Yeah.
I was gonna
they
say,
can.
like,
Snappers.
that's like
Yeah,
with the
snappers.
reptiles
Yeah.
and the lizard pets. Like, you love them until they fucking snap at you,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
like you could never.
Yeah, exactly. Like then they just like stay in their
Yeah.
box.
The ma-
PTSD with your
Yeah.
pet. You're like, ah.
Our mayor looks like a turtle a little bit. Our new mayor.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of politicians have a turtle face.
Oh yeah, Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Let's not get too political. Coming in at number 5.
I mean,
Number 5,
Oh,
Mitch McConnell.
wait. This is a jumbled list because we are going to go back to dinosaurs.
Okay, no
in
problem.
a little bit.
Sure.
But in the meantime, what song would I sing on American Idol?
I love that.
Okay.
What would you guys sing?
Well, before I think of that, a moment like this, iconic, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
for
all
sure.
about that.
Especially because it originated like on American Idol.
Yeah,
in
isn't that
season one.
unbelievable?
Yeah.
Man, they really did a good
You
job
gotta also
there.
think what you're capable of.
Right. But if you're like an unbelievable singer,
Oh,
like
okay.
say
That's
like I
different.
can't sing for anything, but if I could, like what would I, if you could sing anything, what would you sing?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe like Life After Love, Cher.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
That's a good
ballad,
one.
like belt it out.
Yeah.
But my karaoke song, because I can't sing, is Isn't It Ironic, Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Because it's like a talk song sing. Like
Yeah.
you're talking
Yeah,
mostly.
yeah, that's like I'll do Atlantis at karaoke. I'll do like I used to do the Ignition remix, but
Very
I
good.
had to hang that one up.
Sometimes you
I
have
hung
to.
that one
It's
up,
a shame,
yeah.
isn't it?
So this
Yeah.
is if you can sing.
So
like
if
you're
you
in a-
can sing, if you're
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, my like deep cut. I like the song "Ben" by Michael Jackson, little baby Michael Jackson, about his
Okay.
mouse that he's friends with.
Oh,
know
I
that song?
never. Are you making this up?
No, it's a great song, karaoke
It's
style.
called Ben, and it's about a mouse that was friends with Michael Jackson.
You're kind of my Ben. Ben, the two of us need look no more. We found what we were looking for. With a friend to call my own, I'll never be alone. 'Cause you, my friend, will see you got a friend in me. Something like that.
You're
if
going
I-
to Hollywood, and that's a fact. If you sing that on American Idol that way,
That's a no
You're
for me,
going-
dog. If I could really belt it out, maybe like think something that's just. I think Clay Aiken did it, or someone like that. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me.
Oh yeah, he did great
good
on
one.
Don't Let the Sun Go Down. The early seasons of American Idol were truly iconic.
Absolutely.
Because the judges were mean in the beginning. Like the
Mhm.
judges went that first round of auditions where they had these like crazy people off the street.
Mhm.
My mom used to tape just those episodes so we
Yeah.
could like rewatch them because the
Yeah.
judges were so mean to these
Amazing.
people.
Right around 9/11 too. We needed it
And
as
the
a country.
people, the people were like, I sound exactly like Mariah Carey. Like they
Yeah.
had no idea that they were bad.
That was why the show was good.
Yeah, exactly. That was what made everybody watch it. I haven't watched it. I don't even know if it's still on, but I didn't watch it the last like 1,000 seasons.
I think it finally ended.
Would you consider yourself a Kelly Clarkson or a Justin Guarini?
I mean, it's not even close. Kelly. all
Kelly.
day.
You got to be Kelly,
What are you,
right?
crazy? Yeah.
Nobody says Justin, right?
No. I've seen him live
He's on the
before.
Pepsi commercials now or something. The Dr. Pepper commercials.
Yeah. Him and Kelly had that movie.
Yeah, Justin and Kelly.
Yeah.
Remember
Is that what it was
Sanjaya?
called?
Yeah.
Sanjaya.
Sure.
Oh my God, Sanjaya. Wait,
Mhm.
didn't he used to do stand up?
Did he?
Sanjaya?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't remember
I think
Sanjaya?
you're mixing him up with another Indian
No,
comedian.
I think he tried. No, he tried to do
Did he?
stand up. It was like a thing.
Oh.
I have friends that know Sanjaya because he tried to do stand up.
Wow.
Interesting. Probably in LA.
Right.
So wait,
I wonder
what's?
if he's okay.
I'm sorry if I missed it. What song would you do? What's your song?
Well, I haven't said it yet.
Okay, sorry.
My song would be, this is something that keeps me up. So I don't know. Right now, I would probably say "I Have Nothing" by Whitney Houston.
I was gonna go
which
Whitney.
Is, I mean, if I could sing, are you kidding me?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna listen. If you're listening to this, it's not gonna help, but Whitney.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah.
I can't even.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't
You-
even want to talk into the mic.
Right. It would almost be disrespectful to sing a Whitney Houston song because she's unmatchable.
Yeah.
No matter how good you are, she's unmatchable.
Unbelievable.
Or something maybe by Celine Dion or something like that.
Yeah, you're really going for it.
Yeah. Well, because in
You
this
have to.
world,
Yeah, you have that voice.
I have that voice
Mhm.
where I would be that girl that walks in and everybody's just crying, you
Mhm.
know, because it's so much talent. It's so powerful.
I'm getting choked up just thinking about it right now.
Think about if I could sing.
Yeah. Just- That's my friend.
But a lot of people say when I ask this question, a lot of people say they would want to sing the national anthem. I'm like, "Ugh, that is so embarrassing.
Yeah, what? But
What are you, a
Whitney,
bald
Whitney has a
eagle?
great rendition of that.
Yeah, well, that's
She brought the
different.
country together in the
Sure.
80s on that one.
Sure.
But yeah, that's weird.
It's like, no, you have to sing like a universal.
It's a beautiful song, but there's a time and a place for it. We're
Yeah,
at
it's
American
the
Idol. It's not the
Super Bowl.
beginning of a baseball game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Totally.
Sorry, not sorry. Coming in at number 4?
Yep.
Okay. I did this backwards, so I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, American
Sure.
Idol. Number 4. Dinosaurs were alive for 165 million years.
Wow.
And I have a piggyback off of that, which is the next one. There's less time between humans and the T-Rex than the T-Rex and the Stegosaurus because the Stegosaurus went extinct millions of years before the T-Rex. So we are closer to them than they were to each other.
Wow, I did not know
That's
that.
crazy. And I will think about that again later
Sure.
tonight.
Now, I'm sorry. Just to be clear, did
Mhm.
you just say this is your number 4 and your number 3? Is that what you're doing right now? Are you
no.
piggybanking them?
Well, no. I mean,
Do you have?
I
I'm
have
just
plenty.
curious.
I
I'm
have
curious.
plenty.
Let's
I
keep
have
this at
plenty.
4. Let's keep this at 4.
Okay, because I have 11 on here.
That-
I have 11. So
okay, so we have enough.
we can just keep going. I just thought it
Okay.
would be nice to have a bullet point.
Sure.
You know?
Yes.
And I did get yelled at. And for what?
Our friendship comes to a crashing end on this podcast.
I never talk to you again.
Grand
for the rest-
opening, grand closing.
I cancel every spot that I have at New York Comedy Club.
I will not do. You get me banned. Yeah, dinosaurs are crazy, man. Do you think we lived with them or no?
No.
No, it didn't happen.
They were gone for years and years. Like crocodile. This was also on my list. Crocodiles survived. There were things that survived,
Mhm.
but they were like cold blooded.
Yeah.
So it was like
Oh.
the asteroid hit, the dust the dust from the earth goes up and covers the sun. So that's how they died. There was no plants
Mhm.
growing because there was no sun, and it was chilly.
Yeah.
So they froze.
The Ice Age.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Dinosaurs are crazy as shit. Jurassic Park films, they keep coming. I think the last
Yeah.
one's this summer.
Right.
You know, I I don't think of dinosaurs that much anymore.
Wow.
But I used to a lot
That's
as a
crazy.
child.
Wow.
The first time I was ever on television, I was 12 years old.
No.
And I got interviewed by the local news for Dino Fest.
No, you didn't. So-
I need to see that
You
footage.
didn't. Do you have a tape of that?
Yes, I did. I don't know, maybe somewhere at the
I'll spend hours looking for
Philadelphia.
it. You were on the local news
I don't know.
where?
in Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia, you were at Dino Fest.
Dino Fest.
And why did they choose you?
I probably went up to the cameraman and said, "Please interview me."
And what did you say?
I think I just gave my take on the fest. But I think I had my Allen Iverson two-piece on.
Sure, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
with the hat, the answer. But yeah, I think they just interviewed me about Dino Fest. But it was just, you know, like museums with dinosaur fossils and
Yeah.
shit. It's pretty cool. Like the
It is so
American
cool.
History Museum.
Yeah. That's
go
what
there
I was gonna
ever?
say. Yeah, I've been there. Like, I haven't been there in years and years, but I went to
Sure.
the butterfly garden there. That was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like a huge dinosaur, and you're just like, this is crazy how big you are.
Yeah.
Massive.
But-
Yeah, I think about dinosaurs when I look at alligators and certain animals, crocodiles. and,
Right.
like, it's just like it's like almost like a flashback moment. You're
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
It's crazy that they survived. There are some other. I feel like birds survived.
Yep.
Pterodactyl.
Do I have the list of a 5-year-old, of like a 5th grader?
Maybe.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think there is.
You're like a real cool 5th grader who's an adult.
It's are
What's
you smarter than a
wrong?
5th grader? Except I'm not smarter than a 5th grader. I'm just interested in the same things.
That is, I don't understand though how. So the T-Rex, right,
Yeah.
was how long after the whatever dinosaur you said? What was it
Well,
called?
Do you want me to look it up? I'm looking this one up
Okay.
because I know I'm right, but I don't know the exact
Yeah.
like year.
What was
year
the
it.
dinosaur's name?
The dinosaur is the Stegosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
You said 160 million years of
But
dinosaurs.
what-
165 million years
got
the
rid of the-
dinosaurs roamed Earth.
Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I
I
knew.
didn't know the scope of their reign.
No, I didn't know it was 160 million years. But
65.
100, yeah. Yeah, the Stegosaurus was
luckily,
an
we have
ancient...
Neil deBratty Tyson on the show today.
Did Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Stegosaurus live at the same time? Okay, so it says T-Rex didn't live until 80 million years ago and up until 65 million years ago in the Great Extinction Event. What does that mean? You guys, I gotta look it up.
No, sure, please.
Okay, so
I
a
just like the
Stegosaurus
idea-
had been extinct 80 to 90 million years. Are you listening?
I am.
We're getting the answer here.
80 to 90 million years before the appearance of the T-Rex.
Wow.
Wow.
80 to 90 million years. How do you feel about that?
I feel crazy. Also, I wonder because, like, I understand when the asteroid or whatever the fuck hit, that's what got rid of the T-Rex. But I wonder what got rid of the Stegosaurus.
Right. Great
know?
cue.
So that's
Well,
something that would keep me up a little,
it was
I
like
guess.
a different extinction. It was a different extinction
Yeah.
because there's been 5.
I just like the idea of you, like, you're about to, like, fade off to sleep.
Right. And I have
And,
like,
like,
real
A
problems that happen. And I
Stegosaurus
just
pops
am
in your
like,
head, and you're like, nope,
yeah.
it's going to be another sleepless night for old Carly. I might as well make some scrambled eggs and think
right.
of T-Rexes.
Exactly. That's it. Like, I don't deal with my actual problems. I just
Yeah.
think about space being infinite and JonBenet Ramsey.
I think it's better to think about these type of things because they're far more interesting than like our trivial lives.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of the problems that we have just go away.
Yeah, they do.
They just go
They're
away.
insignificant.
Yeah.
I mean, in the scheme of this crazy
No,
shit.
in the grand
the
scheme of
universe
it.
being infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
So you want to know the next one?
sure. Coming in at number 3.
Okay. I already did crocodiles survived.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay, so this one's about the Titanic.
Oh. I love the
What
pause you gave after that.
what treasures are down there?
Yeah.
Like I think about that a lot.
Isn't it probably just rich people treasures from
Exactly. That's
yeah.
why it's so fascinating. Like
Mhm.
there's
Yeah.
the richest people like in the world, a lot of them were on the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
I think about how it was brand new. So like
Yes.
new.
Yeah.
Like new furniture,
Yeah.
the paint, the wall,
Everything was
everything's
beautiful.
Yeah.
Would you go on the Titanic if you knew
Yes.
that you'd be saved?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't even let me finish. You would
No,
just
I
be
knew
on
the
it.
question.
You could die
I
on
think
the...
about it a lot.
Okay.
I would go down with the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I would go down with the ship. I'm fascinated by the Titanic. This again circles back to 5th grade curriculum.
Sure.
I stopped learning after 5th grade.
You're like, I'm full, Spence,
I paid
stop.
attention that year, and then I never paid attention again in school. I started smoking ciggies.
At 6th grade?
No, not 6th grade, but like
Be funny.
close to that. Probably 8th grade or 9th grade.
Yeah. That's old school, man.
Yeah.
My sister used to do that shit. It kind of looks cool almost, you know? Little kids
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette.
It's like that movie 13.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I
I
stole
do.
cigarettes from my dad, like 8th grade. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd like 8th grade, and then you go, oh, we're going for a walk, like with your friends, and there's 12 of you, and you all take like one puff of a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Could not happen in COVID times.
Us talking about cigarettes made me forget about what your number 3 was for
My
a
number
brief
3
moment.
was about the Titanic.
Ah, yes, I
Tom.
apologize. Do you
How
think...
could you ever forget that?
Because I started thinking of you in 8th grade smoking cigarettes, and I pictured you having a perm. I don't know why. Haven't they done enough excavation of that thing to where they found everything, or no? Is it too deep down?
No, I feel like they leave stuff. I feel like they
Okay.
didn't take everything. There's so much that's probably been buried and moved around because of like just
Currents.
the currents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the
And
fossils
like so
down
much
there,
that collapsed on
which
top
is
of
what we were
it.
talking about.
I also told, all the fossils.
Uh-huh.
I used to have a joke about the Titanic, and I called the like treasures fossils on stage, and I felt like such an idiot. People are like, they're not fossils. But again, mixing my
artifacts.
2 favorite things.
Sure, yeah.
Titanic.
Dinosaurs.
Wouldn't it be cool if there was a dinosaur on the Titanic and Leo
I think
painted
a
it like one of
I
his
think-
French girls?
No, they hit a dinosaur in the ocean.
How funny. Yeah. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
combine Jurassic Park and Titanic.
Yeah, the dinosaur's at the front of the hole. Leo's holding it, but he's got his little arms.
Pterodactyl arms.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would be
Rex
beautiful.
arms.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think there's a lot of treasures under there, diamonds and jewels and stuff like that.
You know what I always think about with the Titanic? The band that played while it went down.
I know.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's great. Would you do stand up until the Titanic went down?
It's better than like a bar show.
I would jump off.
Could you imagine?
I would-
Yeah, trying to tell
They're
jokes while the
like, "Keep it
Titanic's going down. How's everybody doing? Come on, guys, we can do better than that.
I know it's so true. Like it would have to be music. It couldn't
Oh
have been
my
anything
God.
else.
Yeah, that's why music's so much better than comedy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, that's the reason.
No, that would be relaxing, and comedy would just like
Mhm.
imagine bombing. Like, I mean, there's no other way to do it.
No, yeah, it would be impossible. If you're killing,
Yeah.
who would you want to see perform while the Titanic is going down doing stand-up? I'd like to see Bernie Mac.
Wha- okay.
This motherfucking boat. I don't do
Oh, a
impressions.
comedian.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were thinking like I was thinking musician.
I want to see Pauly Shore
Okay,
perform
yeah.
on the
Pauly
Titanic.
Shore.
I
I'm
want to
trying to
see
think.
Screech, who is dead now. I want to prop him up, and no, I'm sorry.
Bernie Mac's
Rest
dead
in
too,
peace.
by the
He
way.
is. Rest in peace, Bernie. We love you.
I'm trying to think of who I would want to see. Probably, I don't know.
Paula Poundstone.
Pa-
What do you think?
I think Pauly Shore is a good one.
Uh-huh.
Just seeing him do like stand up.
Chappelle would just be screaming about trans people while the Titanic's
While
going
it's-
down, smoking a cigarette. Holy hell, we're having fun now. I am. I don't know what's going on.
No, we're having a freaking party
It's a
in here.
Titanic fever dream in this
Yeah.
studio. It's 100 degrees in here, and
I know. I'm sweating
didn't
so
wanna
bad.
take
Thank
the
God I'm
jacket
wearing
off.
black.
Carly said it looked nice at the beginning, so I kept it on. Coming in at number 2.
Oh wait, no, this has to be number 1
Well, okay, well then don't
because
tell it
somehow.
then. You have 11.
Well, I have 11. I did all of them because 2 of them were piggyback questions, and yet you did not count those.
Listen, well then.
crocodiles.
Wait, okay, well,
The
We're-
T-Rexes.
regardless, we're at number 2. So if you need to improv a number
Okay.
2, because you know what you want for number 1.
No, I mean number 1 is just.
Wait, well, we're not at number 1 yet.
I
what's your
don't know
number
what to do
2?
for number 2. What else do I think about? Oh, if I was an animal, which one would I honestly be?
Hmm.
Is a good one that I think about all the time.
It's a job interview question.
Yeah, I would for sure. Like I've thought about this, and you know how people are like, I would be like the animal version of me is like a bird or something.
Mhm.
Mine's 100% just a house cat that never leaves the house.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
that's a nice
that's-
life. I
It's a
think.
nice life.
You don't have to worry about anything.
I look
really.
at my cats. I'm like, do you guys even get it? Like, do you even understand that you guys are so chill and cool and you have to do nothing all day?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
As opposed to a street cat.
As opposed to a street cat. They got it rough.
Yeah.
I would not want to be a street cat.
Sometimes street cats live the house cat life too. Like I remember my Uncle Donnie and Uncle Joe, they just leave some food out for street cats.
Sure,
you
yeah.
know,
yeah,
they
people
go in and
feed
out.
them.
Yeah, that's kind of like a player cat, you know? They want it both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They fight like rats
Mm-hmm.
during the day. And then, like, they go to your uncle's house, eat a little nice food,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go back out on the street.
Yeah, that's interesting too. How about you?
I've always had a fascination with the ocean, so I always thought I would be like a dolphin because I want to be like.
Oh my God,
also
you're such a
friendly.
I
dolphin.
see that for you.
You are a
I see
dolphin.
that for you.
Yeah.
I could like pop up and like be chill and people
be
like me.
Oh my God, it's
And
a dolphin.
and dolphins defend themselves.
it's a mammal.
Like
yeah. Dolphins are amazing.
yeah.
Mhm.
I
Have you
love the
ever gone
ocean.
like swimming with the dolphins on
I
like
have
an
not.
excursion? I did it once when I was young, and I met a dolphin. It was cool.
What was his name?
I don't remember his name, but I remember touching it. Like they let you pet it,
Mm-hmm.
and the texture of it was so weird to me. It was like a hot dog. Like it felt like a
Okay.
hot dog. Their
That makes
skin.
sense.
Yeah, that
It
makes
was
sense.
really cool though.
Yeah.
Like swimming with them. I
Yeah.
was young.
I love
but-
the ocean. I'm like obsessed with like just like looking out.
Does it
and-
scare you a little bit?
No,
Oh my God.
just love it.
You're fierce.
What about you, Tom? What animal would you be?
I don't know, but I think I'd like to come back as a flower.
Okay, that's not an animal, Tom.
I know, but sometimes that's what I want to come back
Like
as.
what kind of flower? Like in a meadow?
Just like a beautiful purple
Sure.
orchid, perhaps.
Wow. Okay, an orchid is
But they
beautiful.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Stevie Wonder song. I wish I could come back as a flower.
Is that real?
Yes.
What is with Tom knowing these obscure, like, I mean,
That's
these
what I kinda
references
like.
are, it's, what year did these songs come out?
This was
What
from
about-
The Secret Life of Plants, I believe, 1978.
1978, along with
But
Ben.
it's actually a different singer. It's on Stevie Wonder's album, and it's a girl that he used to date, and I can't think of her name, and she's the singer of it. And
Oh,
it's great.
okay.
But if I had to be, I remember I had a joke, like my first year of comedy, because like when you have job interviews, what animal would you be?
hmm
And I think I said like octopus,
Okay.
but I don't remember the punchline of the joke.
That's
And I wouldn't want to be an octopus.
octopus. Did you see My Octopus Teacher?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I've heard of it.
It's on Netflix. You're gonna cry. It's about an
Oh.
octopus. You're gonna cry.
Yes, I saw that. The guy
It's
who,
about the guy who wants to have sex with an octopus. Pretty much,
Totally.
he falls in love
yeah,
with
he
it.
abandons his family.
Yeah, he's
and
like,
hangs out with an
bye,
octopus.
kids.
Yeah.
I'm going in the ocean with my girlfriend.
My family octopus is too much a part of like what we eat.
Yeah.
So
hmm
I tried
It's a
not to
conflict of
connect.
interest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
I think I'd like to be a cool bird because I would like to fly.
Flying is cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
come
I
on.
could see you being in like Hawaii, like one of those birds that's in Hawaii.
Yeah, I could see that for myself too.
Yeah.
Cockatoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Those are
but-
cool.
Are they?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
cool. They
Okay.
repeat.
Or like an eagle, not necessarily bald eagle, but like a cool like eagle. That would be cool.
Oh, a bald eagle to me is so like Republican.
Mm.
Like every time I see one, I'm like, they ruined the bald eagle for me
Did you
because
see
it's
that?
on like in the South everyone's license plate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're kind of scary. So yeah, I was like saying like like a hawk or something.
Oh, a hawk is cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a good one.
we've come to a screeching halt with this bird conversation.
My next one
I'm just
isn't
kidding.
good.
Yes, this is
No,
your
my
number
next
one.
one
It's
isn't
the one
good.
you saved.
No, I didn't
This
save.
is-
You made me save it.
You said
And also,
this is
I
my
read
number
my
one.
list in reverse. Number one
This
should
is
have been
Carly
JonBenet.
Aquilino's number one thing that keeps her up at night, even though it's
No.
not. It's one of them.
It's one
Number
of-
one.
I hate it. I hate my number one. I wish
Well,
I.
this'll keep you
I
up at
wish I
night.
saved JonBenet for this.
Uh-huh.
But this one is how do candles work? Like, why do they even get smaller? Because if the if the
Melting?
wax melts, then how does it get smaller? Because then it turns solid again.
Because it's just going down, right?
Yeah, but it's going down.
Where-
But where is it
Where's
going?
it going? Yeah.
Is it going up?
I don't know.
Well, it's certainly not going up.
Well, then how
Where's
does it
the
get
wax
smaller?
going?
Where does the wax go?
This is a really bad
you
and
laughed,
good number one.
And you laughed at me.
And I laughed at you. No, yeah. Sometimes when like these things come up, like this type of thing, it makes me realize how dumb I am.
This is something I think, and I mean, who would know the answer to this question?
A
Someone who-
scientist.
A scientist.
A candle scientist.
A candle, yeah. A genius.
They exist.
Honestly, because it's like if it melts, how does it get smaller? Because then it turns solid again. Unless it's going up in the air, which I guess it would be because it smells.
I mean, it's rising.
Maybe.
Does it go out of the wick?
To me, it's just like when anything melts, right? It goes like down. But like, I don't know why because that's why candles have holders, right?
Right.
Like, because if they don't, then they might just like widen out.
Right.
So I think it just goes down and the like glass contains it.
Right, but then it goes away. There's no more wax left. You have to throw the glass away. Because
So it
the
just
glass should contain it and keep it. It should never get smaller.
But it's melting.
But it's melting
When something
into
burns,
its own thing.
put it this way: if a house burns,
Yeah.
right, it's just ash, so it's going away too. Fire makes things go away.
I'm going to go with like evaporation smoke theory. Like,
Yeah,
just like.
Yeah.
that's got to be what it is.
Up until
Yeah.
this number one, I thought this was the best episode we've ever done.
I have another one. I
I'm
just
just
thought
kidding.
of it.
I think it's
Okay.
great. I was being sarcastic. I apologize.
Okay.
It's fucking me up a little bit, and it's making me feel
Thank
stupid.
you.
And that's what keeps you up at night sometimes, you know? Not understanding things that you should.
What
It's
else?
a tricky one.
Honorable mention. What?
Wait, are we,
Honorable
done, are we done
mention?
with candles? Wait a minute.
Honorable
Hold on. I love to. Are you a big candle person?
I used to be before I got cats, and I'm afraid one of them is gonna set my house on fire. So
Sure.
She's like, I used to
It's
be
me.
until I couldn't figure them out.
yeah, I just stare at them now.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what are you?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Yeah,
No, I
man.
like candles a lot. I miss using candles.
Sets a
but-
mood.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
vibe for
It's
sure.
nice.
But my cats like go up to it and like swing their tails around, and it's just like not
Yeah.
a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What a list. I feel like you have one more that you wanted to mention.
Yeah, explain buoyancy, like boats.
I feel like at this
How
point,
does that happen?
Yeah.
I
why
know
do
the
things
answer is
float?
yeah. I know the answer is buoyancy, but what is that? Why are ships so heavy and yet floating on water? That doesn't make any sense.
It has something to do with like the mass of the water, like how much water.
Oh, like the weight of it?
Yeah,
Well,
it's like the reverse. I don't know.
Interesting.
sure. Speaking of my Uncle Donnie and Uncle Joe, who I mentioned earlier, who fed
Sure.
stray cats, they always like to float in the ocean, you know? So how do you
Sure.
float in the ocean? So I think if you
Right.
put it that way of like, sometimes you sink, but if you're,
But I think we float in the ocean because we're like
Made of water.
pedaling and like.
but no, floating's not
like-
pedaling. That's what's that
Oh,
word?
you mean if we lay and just like we're floating?
Yeah.
This reminds me of 5th grade science
God.
class. Like the teacher doing experiments. Like, is it gonna float? Is it gonna sink?
Right, right.
And I got it wrong every time. I'm like, apple, sink. Nope.
Right. I know it's so confusing.
So confusing.
Because some things you would think would float, they don't.
Uh-huh.
They don't. But
Yeah.
here we are with boats.
Yeah.
Here we are with huge cruise ships. Are you kidding?
I know.
There's a lot of connections. I mean, well, you know, the Titanic hit the iceberg,
Yes.
put a
it did.
hole in it,
Yes,
the
it
water
did.
started to get in, and then it started to sink,
Yes.
right?
Right.
So I think it's just like the dynamic, the way that it's.
Maybe it's the air inside of the boat, too.
I think so.
See, I don't understand. I don't understand it.
Well, it's interesting because like all of these things that we're asking do have like scientific answers to them that we just don't know, and
We're
that's
not
okay.
genius.
Most
Geniuses.
of them, yeah.
Which one? Yeah.
Most of them. I mean,
I mean, there
some
has
we
to
don't
be
know.
like with the candle thing.
JonBenet Ramsey.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
JonBenet, I think.
Oh man, is there anything that keeps you up at night?
I mean, simple shit like mortality.
Like life, yeah.
Like dying.
I know, that's what I think. Like, I do think of all these things just to distract myself from, like, hey, girl, what
Yeah,
are
yeah,
we gonna do?
Totally.
You know?
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, what an episode. Thank you so much
I'm
for
sorry if
coming.
I ruined your podcast.
No,
You
it's not
didn't at
Shout
all.
out to Ben, Michael Jackson's mouse.
You never heard that song?
No.
I'm going to play it for you after the episode.
Okay.
I'm going to put a link to it on this episode. It's a great song. It's beautiful because it was about like his dad, used to like beat him up at stuff, Michael.
Right.
And
So
then
where
like
does the-
and then he would like go to the kitchen and he found the mouse and he would talk to the mouse about it.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
but friendship's important, even
Friendship
if
is
it's
important.
from a mouse.
Right.
Carly, where can the people find you?
You could follow me on Instagram at Carly Aquilino. You can follow me on TikTok at Fashion Girl 42069, and that's it. I think.
You're a great follow on Instagram.
Thank
so
you.
funny.
Thanks.
That's
So
the best
fun.
TikTok name ever, too.
Fashion Girl 42069. Yeah.
It's not too shabby.
Somebody took my name. And then I
Really?
was like, I'm not gonna be like Carly Aquilino 1, 2, 3. So I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm gonna make like a silly name, and then I just kept
Was it like a fan page? Or
They didn't post anything on it. They just took my. I think people do that where they like take an
Yeah.
Instagram and then they want you to pay for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
you're
so
not
they
playing
did that
that
to me on
game.
TikTok. I said, no, I'm Fashion Girl 42069.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
better on TikTok. I feel like it's better to have an alias on TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. For
absolutely.
sure.
Adele?
Follow me on Instagram, Adele Carollo, and don't forget to subscribe and write a review on iTunes.
Absolutely. Cassidy Comedy, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.